Welcome to the Elite Business Academy podcast, the favorite show for business owners and entrepreneurs to get their weekly fix of motivation and knowledge. Discover powerful strategies on how to build a successful business and techniques to create a positive life. And now here's your host, motivational speaker, business coach and founder of the EBA, Craig Wilkinson.
Hi, this is Craig Wilkinson and welcome to the Elite Business Academy podcast. In this podcast, I'm going to be sharing with you how to create the life of your dreams through goal setting. I'm going to be sharing with you the 9 key fundamental areas of life that we need to be setting goals for. And on top of that, I'm going to give you a 6-step process on how to SMART test your goals. This is going to be a coaching session, so I want you to grab a pen, notepad, paper, get your iPad, but get something where you can make some notes on. Are you ready? Let's go. As I shoot this podcast live right now, we're approaching the back end of December, which only means one thing. It's typically this time of year when we've got one eye on the following year. We've got dreams, we've got ideas, we've got visions, we've got plans, we've got strategies. We even have things called New Year's resolutions that we throw in on the 31st of December on what we're going to achieve the next year. And it typically goes something like this. Next year is the year. It's been a bit tough this year, but I've learned quite a bit. But next year, I can just feel it. It's coming. Something's going to happen next year that's going to take my life or my business to that next level. How many times have we said that to ourselves? Now, I don't know what your goals are for this coming year. For all I know, it could be you want to earn more money so you can build a better quality of life for your family, so you can afford to take your family on that dream holiday. You might want to move house or buy a new car. You might want to start a new relationship. You might want to put some savings away for your children or for your retirement. I don't know what that is, but if all we're ever going to do is wait till December and then just start winging it and having ideas and a wish list floating around in our heads, that's not going to deliver results. Now, I don't disagree with you in the fact that you might be saying, Craig, hang on a minute. I've had a good year this year. I've done this. I've done that. I'm not saying along a 12-month journey that you won't have hit some milestones, some wins, and that you haven't had any results. I understand that you will have. It's a natural progression over 12 months. But what I'm talking about is the big ones. Those big goals, those big ideas and them big dreams that you've got in the back of your mind, but for whatever limiting belief you have, you don't think that they're going to come true and you don't think you can achieve the big goals. Well, I'm going to show you exactly step by step what I do to conquer and achieve my big goals and what other people, other successful people are doing to achieve theirs too. So the first thing I want you to think about is this. This time last year, what goals, what vision, what dreams, what wishes were floating through the back of your mind? And I want you to pick 3 that you would have liked to have achieved throughout this year, but you've got to end the year and you haven't achieved those goals. What are the big goals? Choose 3 big goals that you've not hit and just write those down. Now you've written those down, ask yourself this question. Why not? Why haven't you achieved those goals? You've had 12 months to do it. They were there in the back of your mind last year. So why haven't you achieved those goals? And you'll probably find yourself making excuses like, I didn't have the time, or I haven't got the money, or you've probably been procrastinating on those goals for far too long. You see, it's a fact that only the small number, a small minority of people hit those big goals year in, year out. And it's sad to say, and it's sad to know that the vast majority, yeah, they get the milestones and they get the goals and they get some wins throughout the year, but they never achieve those big life-changing goals. So what is it that the minority, the people that are crushing and demolishing the big goals year in, year out, what is it they know over and above the vast majority of people? Oh yeah, they're hitting some milestones and wins throughout the year, but they're not absolutely smashing those big goals. Well, I put it down into 3 different areas. Number 1, they've all got a written down crystal clear vision and goal of how they're going to achieve the plan. Number 2, they take massive action in implementing the plan. And number 3, they don't give up, they don't make excuses, and they are relentless in pursuit of achieving that goal. Now, there are 9 key areas of life that we need to be setting goals for. I'm going to tell you what these are now. Get your pens out, write these down. Number 1, we have a family and partner goal. Number 2, we have a wealth and finance goal. Number 3 is property and home. Number 4 is business and career. Number 5 is travel and holidays. Number 6 is possessions, toys and fun. Number 7 is personal development and learning. Number 8 is health and well-being. And number 9 is contribution and donation. And the reason why we've got 9 areas of life that we're setting goals for is because we want to build a balanced, happy, fun, loving life. And if you resort this back to business, a really good example of this would be this. If all you ever focused on in your business was marketing, and you got your website, your social media, your email marketing, everything singing and dancing, and all of a sudden, all you've concentrated on is marketing and leads are just flooding in, your business, I'm guessing, would not be able to cope with the strain of all these leads coming in. Your business would break because you haven't got the systems and procedures and processes to cope with the extra workload. You haven't got the team trained up to cope with the extra workload. So your business is going to crack and break under that strain. And it's the same in life. If we're only focusing on money, or business, then what's going to happen to us family life? What's going to happen to us health and well-being? It's going to suffer. So let's get this right. Let's start setting ourselves 9 goals throughout that year to build a happy, fun, loving, balanced life. Now we've identified that we need to be setting 9 life goals. How do you set your goals and how do you plan it to make sure that you achieve your goal? Well, this falls into a 6-step simple strategy that we call SMART goals. S-M-A-R-T, SMART goals. S is for specific. M is for measurable. A is for achievable. R is for relevant. And T is for time bound. Go and Google SMART goals and that'll tell you more about what it is. And what I'm going to show you now is a 6-step process that I go through to SMART test my goals. And if we make our goals specific and it's measurable, it's achievable, it's relevant and it's time bound, and we take massive action, and we relentless and we never give up and make excuses, then we will achieve that goal. So I'm going to walk you through the 6 steps, starting first and foremost with our first goal, which is family and partner. Step number 1, write down in as much detail and be as specific as you can what is your number 1, what is your big goal, your number 1 goal for your family and partner goal for this next year. Write it down. Step number 2, write down the exact date on when you are going to have that goal completed by. There is no point in saying spring or December or whatever day. Write down the exact day and the exact month of when you're going to have that goal achieved by. Step number 3. Write down any obstacles that you're going to have to overcome to achieve that goal. Listen, if we know that we've got a goal and we might have a few obstacles or hurdles in our path to achieve it, would it not make sense to identify what those obstacles are up front so we can deal with them? So write down what obstacles or potential hurdles will be in your way to achieve that goal. Step number 4. Determine the additional knowledge that you may have to learn to achieve that goal. You might have to get some knowledge from somewhere. What is it? What is the knowledge that you're lacking to achieve that goal? Step number 5. Determine the organisations or the groups that can help you achieve that goal. There may well be people out there that are in groups or societies or hang around together that can help you get to that goal quicker than what you could do on your own. If so, who are the groups? Who are the organisations that you need to connect with? Step number 6. Write down and determine your why. Why are you doing this goal? What's the benefit to you? What's the benefit to your family or to other people in you achieving that goal? Because if we don't understand what the why is, and the why has always got to be something much bigger than you. If it's all about you all the time, then you've got chance that you're going to fall off the saddle, that you're going to give yourself an easy ride and it's only me, it don't matter. No. What is your why? Why are you doing this goal? What does it mean to you? Because it's the why that's going to pull you through when you have days where you don't feel like doing it, where you feel like you're going to quit. So write down, what is your why? Now we've completed these 6 steps, we've actually now got a SMART tested goal. And providing we put the action in and we don't quit and we're relentless in the pursuit of achieving that goal, we will achieve it. What we now need to do is go through the other 8 goals, starting next with your wealth and finance, which is number 2, doing the same 6-step process all the way through until we get to goal number 9, which is donation and contribution. So we've now identified the number 1 goal in the 9 key areas of life. We've broken it down into the 6 steps and we've SMART tested each goal. What I need you to do now is go away and buy a pin board or a cork board. And I want you to pin the goals up on your board, put it in your office, at home, somewhere where you can visually see that board every single day. Why? Because the next step is we're going to create a vision board. And what we're going to do is we're going to take each one of these 9 goals and we are going to cut out of a magazine or print from Google an image that symbolises that particular goal. So let's say, for argument's sake, it's the holiday goal. It may well be a family holiday to Florida. Go and cut out pictures of Florida, Mickey Mouse, Orlando, all the things that you associate yourself with that holiday. If it's the car you're after and it's a red Mercedes CLK, go and cut out a picture of a red Mercedes CLK. So cut out images and pictures of everything that represents those 9 goals and stick them up on your vision board. And here's why we do it. Because your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between reality and non-reality, between fake and fiction. And we want to convince your subconscious brain or the subconscious part of your mind that you are 100% having these goals no matter what. And whilst you're sleeping at night, your subconscious is still ticking over. It never stops. And we want to make sure that we are being laser focused on making sure that we achieve them goals. By creating a vision board helps in this process. Think about it for a minute. Whatever you focus on and get laser focused on, generally you hit the target. So think of this as an example. Think of the red Mercedes. If you were to go and buy a red Mercedes and drive it off that forecourt, on your way home, what are you going to see everywhere around you? You've got it. You're going to see red Mercedes cars everywhere. The fact is, they've always been there, but until the point where you become laser focused on it, you didn't see them. They wasn't in focus. And we need to make sure that if we're going to hit these goals, they're there in front of us, day in, day out, being focused and making sure that we achieve them. And the final step that I personally go through is I get somebody to hold me accountable for making sure I hit that goal by that date. Because it's so easy for us to just drop off the pace and fall behind and say to ourselves, we'll do that next step next week, yeah? We'll join that gym next week, but that next week never comes. If you share your goals, and more importantly, the actions and steps that you're going to take and the final cut-off point, the final day that you've told yourself you're going to have that goal achieved by, and you share that with a coach, with your husband, your wife, your partner, your business partner, a friend who's going to hold you accountable for making sure you achieve it, then you have got 10 times better chance of achieving it with somebody breathing down your neck. So, there you have it. That's exactly how I set my goals, my personal goals, every single year. That guarantees me more chance of hitting those goals than doing nothing other than having an idea floating around in my head. What are you going to do? Are you going to take this knowledge and take action and be relentless in pursuit of achieving these goals? Or are you just going to listen to this podcast and let it fly past you and take no action whatsoever? At the end of the day, success is down to you. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But I'm giving you all this knowledge so you can go away and implement it and start to make some real changes. Not just in your business, but let's make changes in his life. Because ultimately, all we want to be is happy. And if these 9 life goals that we set ourselves each year makes us happy, then surely we should be putting time and effort into working towards nailing these goals. If you want to receive more free coaching content just like this podcast, please subscribe to our podcast channel either through iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud or Stitcher. If you subscribe right now, that would be great. But also, are you involved and have you joined our Elite Business Academy Facebook group? If not, follow this link, facebook.com/groups/Elite Business Academy, and join our community on our Facebook group. And why not share some of your goals? Why not take some photographs of your vision board and share them onto our Facebook group and let everybody see the action and the commitment that you're showing to improve the quality of not only your life, but your family's life. That's Craig Wilkinson. Thank you for joining me on this Elite Business Academy podcast, and I'll see you over on episode number 3. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my podcast episode. If you're new to our channel, could I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. Below this video, I've put together a playlist of all the other episodes in our podcast show. And one last thing, if I can ask you to turn on the bell to notify you of future episodes.